Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be here.
Today we're cracking open a really essential guide for anyone navigating the complexities of their professional world. We're taking a deep dive into Shu Chen Hou's insightful book, Letting Go, a professional woman's guide to surviving toxicity. Our mission: to pull out the most powerful, actionable nuggets that will help you not just recognize toxic influences, but truly release them and rise above, reclaiming your energy and, well, your potential.
It's such a critical topic, isn't it?
Absolutely.
This deep dive offers a framework not just for pinpointing what's toxic, but for understanding the profound, often hidden impact it has on our entire well-being, mental, physical, and of course professional. What's particularly insightful about Dr. Hai's approach is how she frames letting go not as an act of resignation,
Right.
but as a courageous step towards self-love and profound personal growth. It's really about taking back control.
That's a really powerful reframing. Okay, so let's unpack this journey from merely surviving to actually thriving. Where does the book begin its exploration of toxicity? Like, how does it define it?
Well, it starts by clearly defining toxic relationships, not just as bad interactions, but as consistent patterns of behavior that fundamentally undermine your self-esteem, drain your energy, and disrupt your emotional well-being.
Okay.
The core, as the book emphasizes, is a persistent lack of respect and support. What's truly insightful here isn't just that these behaviors exist, but how the book kind of dissects the underlying power dynamics that make them so incredibly hard to recognize sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially maybe for professional women who might be conditioned to take one for the team or, avoid conflict.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
It's not always the obvious, shouting matches we often picture, is it?
No, not at all.
Can you give us an example of how this lack of respect might subtly show up in a workplace?
Precisely. The book argues that passive-aggressive communication, for instance, is far more insidious than outright conflict because it creates this constant low-level hum of anxiety.
Right.
Think of the backhanded compliment. That was a surprisingly good presentation, considering the short notice. Or the colleague who consistently forgets to include you on important email chains, sort of subtly isolating you. These aren't just minor annoyances. The book frames them as systemic issues that slowly erode trust and morale. They make you question your own perceptions rather than confront a clear problem. It's that death by 1,000 cuts scenario the book outlines.
That rings so true. And often those subtle signals, they make us doubt ourselves, don't they?
They really do.
So what are the clear indicators the book gives us for spotting these stealthy energy drains before they take too big a toll?
Well, beyond the passive aggression, Dr. House highlights common signs like excessive criticism, where feedback feels more like a personal attack than, actual constructive input or outright manipulation.
Right.
Another crucial indicator she points out is the presence of fear and anxiety among team members, or a culture where gossip and negativity are just pervasive.
Like walking on eggshells.
Exactly. These are environments where people walk on eggshells. If we zoom out a bit, these aren't just individual behaviors. They're symptoms of a broader, unhealthy system that actively erodes trust.
And often, as you mentioned, there's that sense of isolation, being consistently excluded from discussions or decision-making. Ultimately, the book tells us to trust your instincts. But in those environments, trusting your gut can be incredibly difficult, right? Does the book offer strategies for validating those gut feelings when everything around you makes you second guess yourself?
That's a really crucial point. The book absolutely acknowledges that our instincts can get clouded by fear or just conditioning.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just say trust your gut. It gives you a practical framework for validating those instincts.
Yeah.
It suggests cross-referencing your feelings with small, objective observations, like maybe tracking how often certain behaviors actually happen, or noticing your own physical reactions like tension or that feeling of dread before a meeting.
Okay, that makes sense. Little data points.
Right. And it also strongly encourages confiding in a trusted, neutral third party, someone outside the situation, for validation. That helps turn that vague unease into actionable awareness.
That makes so much sense. Because this isn't just about feeling bad, is it? It has real, tangible consequences for your career, especially, as the book highlights, for professional women who are already navigating so much. What does the book say about that specific impact?
Absolutely. The book notes that toxicity can stifle creativity and collaboration simply because people are too afraid to speak up or take risks.
Yeah.
This inevitably leads to burnout, anxiety, and a decrease in overall job satisfaction. But more critically, it can hinder career advancement.
How does that happen?
Well, when you're constantly on guard, expending energy just defending yourself or navigating these political minefields, you have less capacity left over to innovate, network effectively, or showcase your full potential. So you end up feeling sidelined or overlooked. It really raises an important question. How can you truly achieve your goals and thrive when you're constantly just fighting fires?
It's such a profound drain. Okay, so the book then outlines the cost of holding on, and it sounds quite stark. Emotionally and mentally, what exactly happens when we internalize and tolerate this negativity day after day?
Well, the daily grind of negativity leads to a profound sense of fatigue and self-doubt. It's not just feeling tired, it's like this deep weariness that settles into your bones. This chronic stress can absolutely manifest as anxiety and depression, creating this vicious cycle of self-criticism. The book stresses the importance of recognizing, and this is key, that their behavior is a reflection of them, not you. That's a crucial first step in breaking that cycle.
Otherwise, you start believing the toxic narrative.
Exactly. We start believing the narratives created by that environment.
And it goes beyond just how we feel. I was really struck by how interconnected it all is, the emotional, the mental, and then maybe surprisingly for some, the physical. The book really drives home the physical side of holding on to toxicity. What's the connection there?
It absolutely does. It emphasizes that this isn't just about grinning and bearing it. It's about understanding the cumulative effect, the biological effect, really.
Right.
The book explicitly states that persistent negativity and stress trigger your body's fight or flight response, keeping it switched on.
Constantly.
Constantly. This can cause fatigue, headaches, and muscle tension, even escalating to things like increased heart rate and elevated blood pressure as your body stays in this constant state of alert. And perhaps most insidiously, it can lead to a weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to getting sick.
Wow.
Chronic stress, as the book details, disrupts sleep patterns, which further impacts our ability to perform and recover. It literally remodels your brain and body over time if it goes unchecked.
That's such a powerful point. It's not just a bad day. It's a systemic drain on your entire life force. And professionally, beyond just hindering advancement, what are the other insidious costs of staying in these toxic environments?
Oh, the book details a whole host of professional repercussions. It talks about undermining confidence, which then leads to self-censorship and a reluctance to take initiative.
Right. You play it safe.
Exactly. This kind of environment can also lead to spreading negativity among colleagues, creating distrust, or fostering a pervasive culture of fear. All of this results in disillusionment and disengagement, where employees just clock in and out, doing the bare minimum to get by.
Just surviving.
Just surviving. The long-term impact is huge. Missed opportunities for advancement, diminished creativity, and a noticeable lack of motivation. Ultimately, it can lead to stalled careers and limited professional networks, effectively trapping you.
Okay, so if staying put is so incredibly costly, where do we even begin to shift things? The book makes a compelling case that it all starts from within, with a kind of internal mapping. It talks about identifying your triggers. What does that really involve?
Right. It's about self-reflection for clarity, but maybe more than that. It's about understanding what truly ignites your passion versus what just grains it.
Okay.
The book urges us to ask what truly matters to you in both your personal and professional life, because toxicity often directly violates those core values. Journaling is suggested as a therapeutic process to identify recurring themes and emotions that surface when you encounter these toxic interactions.
Like tracking the patterns.
Exactly. This deep self-awareness allows you to proactively protect your emotional well-being and start to differentiate between emotions that actually serve you and those that are just draining you, usually because they're triggered by something external.
And building self-awareness isn't a one-and-done thing, is it? Sounds like it's an ongoing journey.
Definitely. It involves seeking feedback, but from trusted sources, people who have your best interests at heart, practicing mindfulness through things like meditation to stay present, and genuinely recognizing it's an ongoing journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
It's about consistently checking in with yourself rather than just reacting to external stimuli all the time.
And that introspection, that leads directly to another crucial step the book highlights, empowering yourself with self-compassion. I think many of us, especially high achievers, are much harder on ourselves than on others.
Absolutely. And the book argues that cultivating self-compassion is fundamental. It means offering yourself the kindness and understanding that you deserve, especially when you're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
It involves using mindfulness to counter that harsh inner critic we all have sometimes, and practicing self-acceptance. It creates a foundation of resilience. Basically, it's about treating yourself with the same empathy and support you'd offer a good friend going through the same thing.
That foundation of self-compassion, then, critically, allows us to start developing healthy boundaries. The book has this great line: boundaries are not walls that isolate us.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they are protective barriers. Can you elaborate on the types of boundaries and why they're so vital, particularly in a toxic environment?
Yeah, that's a great quote. The book doesn't just list boundaries, it emphasizes that they are absolutely essential for preserving your energy and your sense of self when you're dealing with toxicity.
Right.
It breaks down various types of boundaries: physical, emotional, time, mental, digital, and workplace-specific ones.
Digital ones feel huge these days.
They really are. Digital boundaries are often the first to erode, subtly blurring work and personal life until there's no distinction.
Mm-hmm.
The book offers a surprising tactic here. Not just no emails after 8 p.m., but designating specific sacred zones in your home or even times in your day where devices are entirely off limits.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's about retraining your brain and, crucially, retraining your colleagues' expectations of your availability. For any boundary to be effective, the book provides a step-by-step guide on how to set empowering boundaries, emphasizing clear and specific communication using I statements like, I can't take on this project right now because I need to focus on my current tasks to meet the deadline.
That specific wording is so helpful. Building on that, a really crucial strategy from the book is the art of saying no. This can be so incredibly hard for so many of us, especially, again, professional women who often feel that pressure to always agree and be helpful.
It truly is challenging. Culturally, personally, it's tough.
Yeah.
But the book frames saying no not as a refusal or being difficult, but as an assertion of your boundaries and a commitment to your well-being.
That's a good way to think about it.
It suggests pausing before you automatically say yes. Give yourself space to actually assess the request against your priorities and your capacity. And then communicating your decision with clarity and respect. This isn't about being confrontational. It's about protecting your time and energy. And critically, it's about creating space for opportunities that do align with your goals and values. It's really an act of self-preservation.
And then, perhaps surprisingly for some readers of a professional guide, the book brings up practicing forgiveness. For many, that might feel like letting someone off the hook or condoning bad behavior. What's the book's unique take on forgiveness here?
That's a really important distinction the book makes. It clarifies that forgiveness is not about condoning negative behavior, but about releasing the hold that resentment has over you.
Ah, okay. It's for you.
Exactly. It's an active, conscious choice for your personal peace, especially when the person who wronged you isn't even aware, or maybe they're not sorry.
Right.
It's about disentangling your well-being from their actions, allowing you to move forward without carrying that heavy emotional baggage. The book acknowledges it's not easy, not at all, but it positions it as a powerful internal tool for reclaiming your peace.
So once you've gone through all these internal shifts, the self-awareness, the compassion, setting those crucial boundaries, maybe even forgiveness, how does the book guide you to put it all into practice consistently? It suggests creating an action plan.
Exactly. This isn't just about theory. It's about making it real with concrete steps. It means identifying specific areas of distress, like which interactions or situations drain you the most. Then setting SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound related to those areas.
Can you give an example?
Sure. If, say, a specific colleague's constant gossip is a major distress area, a SMART goal might be, for the next week, when this colleague starts gossiping, I will politely excuse myself within 1 minute using a pre-planned phrase like, I need to get back to X. I'll track how many times I do this and note any changes in my stress levels by Friday.
Oh, that's very specific.
Yeah. It's about taking proactive steps towards change, however small, and building momentum from there. It makes it feel less overwhelming.
That really brings it to life. Okay, now let's talk about navigating the external world, especially navigating workplace toxicity. The book delves into helping us identify toxic colleagues first. What are some of the key traits it highlights, and what's the book's advice for dealing with them, sort of head on, or maybe not head on?
Well, it details common traits like Chronic gossip, playing the blame game constantly, and consistently engaging in manipulative behavior.
The energy vampires.
Pretty much. These are the people who seem to thrive on creating drama or shifting responsibility. When we zoom out, these behaviors undermine the entire team's productivity and morale, not just the people they target directly. Now, the book doesn't necessarily suggest you confront every single instance that could be exhausting and counterproductive.
Right.
Rather, it suggests you learn to choose to rise above the fray and focus on uplifting conversations. It's more about refusing to be drawn into their negative orbit, managing your own response.
Disengaging strategically.
Yeah.
And handling office politics is another minefield entirely. The book suggests it's not about joining in, but about something else.
It's absolutely not about playing the same game. The book advises building strong, authentic relationships based on trust and respect, focusing on effective and transparent communication, and leaning heavily on your self-awareness and emotional intelligence.
So being savvy but ethical.
Exactly. It's about being observant, understanding the dynamics at play, but consciously choosing not to participate in the negative, undermining aspects. It's strategic engagement, not toxic entanglement.
Okay. To counteract all this toxicity, the book clearly stresses building a supportive network, starting with finding your tribe. What does that look like in practice? How do you find this tribe?
Well, it means intentionally surrounding yourself with individuals who genuinely uplift, support, and inspire you. It's about being conscious and curated about your personal and professional circles. The book emphasizes that quality trumps quantity. One or two truly supportive people are far more valuable than a wide circle of indifferent or even draining acquaintances.
Makes sense.
And it's about being proactive and nurturing these positive relationships through mutual respect, showing up for them, and genuine connection. It takes effort.
And the importance of mentorship also comes up as a vital part of that network. How does a mentor fit in specifically for navigating toxicity?
A mentor can be an absolute lifeline in these situations. They offer invaluable wisdom and experience, often because they've likely navigated similar challenges themselves.
Right, they've seen it before.
Exactly. They serve as a trusted ally, someone you can talk to confidentially. They can provide constructive feedback on how you're handling things, foster accountability for your goals, like sticking to your boundaries, and help expand your professional network in healthier directions, away from the toxic core.
That sounds incredibly valuable. So ultimately, it's about connecting with like-minded professionals to cultivate a community that truly nurtures growth and resilience, rather than draining it.
Precisely.
Moving into the final section of the book, The Power of New Beginnings, is a core message. It's about shifting from mere survival to actually thriving. How does the book frame that transition?
Yes, the book powerfully shows how embracing change, whether it's changing your mindset, your role, or even your workplace, allows us to reclaim our narrative, to stop being defined by the toxic experience and start redefining our goals, values, and the way we engage with the world. It's not just about reacting anymore, but actively shaping your future. It also discusses learning from past experiences, extracting the wisdom without dwelling on the pain, and critically setting goals for your future that align with this newfound purpose and values, rather than just chasing external validation or old definitions of success.
And what's particularly fascinating here, I think, is how the book challenges us to redefine success and happiness after toxicity. I imagine many of us might link success simply to getting out of the toxic situation, but the book suggests something deeper, right?
That's absolutely right. Toxic environments often badly distort our perception of self-worth and achievement. They can make us believe that just tolerating hardship is a mark of strength, or that success is only about climbing a certain ladder.
Yeah.
The book guides you to consciously reflect on those past definitions of success, which might have been purely external, like promotions or salary or status, and redefine success based on your values. It pushes you to prioritize things like inner peace and self-love over outside affirmation, really shifting the goalpost from external validation to genuine internal fulfillment and well-being. It's quite a radical reevaluation for many people.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
So once we've done that internal work, redefine success, what does a truly thriving life look like, according to Dr. Hou, after moving beyond toxicity?
Well, it involves actively fostering positive relationships, nurturing those connections built on trust and mutual support through open communication, genuinely celebrating other successes, and of course, maintaining those healthy boundaries we talked about earlier. It's also about maintaining your personal empowerment day to day. This means cultivating a positive mindset, developing assertiveness in expressing your needs, and consistently engaging in self-care practices, whatever recharges you. It's an ongoing, active commitment to your own well-being, not a destination you just arrive at.
And the book concludes with this really powerful idea of celebrating your journey. Why is that specific step so important after experiencing and overcoming toxicity?
It's crucial because it reframes the experience. This involves reflecting on your growth, acknowledging every single step forward, no matter how small it felt at the time. You survived, you learned, you grew.
Right.
The book encourages you to use your story not as a mark of victimhood, but potentially to inspire others who might be going through something similar. It reminds us powerfully that your emotional scars may be a part of your story, but they do not define who you are. They are actually a testament to your resilience and your strength in choosing a different path.
Wow. What an incredibly rich and genuinely actionable deep dive into Letting Go, A Professional Woman's Guide to Surviving Toxicity by Shu Chen Hou, Ph.D. From really nailing down what toxicity looks like to empowering ourselves with boundaries, forgiveness, and redefining our entire outlook on success. This book offers a truly clear and compassionate pathway.
Indeed. Dr. Hou, with her diverse background, science, writing, music, she's crafted a really comprehensive guide. It speaks directly to the often unspoken challenges professional women face, and her insights are deeply practical.
That's right. And listeners should know Dr. Hou is also the visionary founder of Kokushinsan Ltd., which is a platform driven by this deep passion for making education accessible to everyone.
That's right, kokushinsan.net. It offers a really wide array of educational content, things like ebooks, audiobooks, online courses, podcasts like this one, and even specialized English learning resources for kids.
Their mission is all about fostering personal development, professional growth, and financial independence through accessible education.
Yeah.
It really ties into the themes of empowerment in her book.
Absolutely. And when you engage with kokushinsan.net, you're not just investing in your own learning and future, but you're also supporting a larger cause committed to social equity, education accessibility, and sustainable development. It's got a great mission behind it.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It means you absolutely have the power to break free from negativity and reclaim your peace, your energy, your career path. We highly encourage you to explore Shu Chen Hou's book, Letting Go, and definitely check out the incredible resources and the mission over at kokushinsan.net.
Remember, you deserve healthy boundaries and a brighter future. The journey of letting go, as the book says, is continuous. It's not always easy. But with the right tools, the right mindset, and support, you really can transform these challenges into opportunities for profound growth. Embrace the possibility of a future where you truly thrive, surrounded by supportive and nurturing environments. It is possible.
Well said. Until next time, keep digging deeper into what truly empowers you.
When the storm clouds gather and the winds grow strong, remember who you are, you've been brave all along. In the darkest moments when hope feels thin, look inside your heart, let the light within begin. Rise above it all, let your spirit soar, break through the chains, open every door. Stand tall, don't be afraid to fall. You have the power to rise above it all. When the world feels heavy and the nights are long, hold on to your dreams, find where you belong. Every step you take brings you closer to the light. Keep moving forward with all your might. Rise above it all, let your spirit soar, break through the chains, open every door. Stand tall, don't be afraid to fall. You have the power to rise above it all. let your heart be strong. The journey is your own, where you belong. With love and courage you'll find your way. Tomorrow's a new dawn. Embrace today. Embrace today. So keep the faith, let your heart be strong. The journey is your own, where you belong. With love and courage you'll find your way. Tomorrow's a new dawn. Embrace today. When the world feels heavy and the nights are long, hold on to your dreams, find where you belong. Every step you take brings you closer to the light. Keep moving forward with all your might. When the face of doubt